Hey guys, Dylan here. So today I'll be showing you some Schitt's Creek fan art I did using those color pencils I mentioned a couple of videos back. So let's get into it. So I've been watching a lot of Schitt's Creek lately and I wanted to do a bit of fan art, so we'll see how I go. I've got my 300 GSM paper here. I've got my iPad. I've found a reference of David and Patrick because they're the best part of the show for me. I've gridded it all up, so I'm just gonna cut away for a bit, do the initial sketch with just the lead pencil and see if I can get that down. I've just gridded it up just so that it's better for me to get the proportions, because I would love to be able to just eyeball something and have it be perfect the first time around, but that's not really likely for me, so I'm gonna go out and do that and do a light sketch, and then I'll go at it with the colored pencils and see how we go. Apparently using the thicker paper will be better for layering and get a better coverage overall. So we'll see if this proves true. Hey guys, voiceover Dylan here. So I'm just showing you guys a clip of the value sketch that I did for the artwork. So the value sketch helps bring out the shadows and helps you make decisions when you're doing the coloring with the colored pencils. So I went in with a dark brown pencil and a black pencil and a grey pencil, just depending on whether it was skin tone or clothing, and it just helped me get an idea of what I really needed to shade, and it helped obviously show off the characters a bit more. So if you keep watching, you'll see me, I'll do Patrick first and then I'll do David. Yeah, it was a fun process. It took a long time. The video is obviously sped up, but this took about half an hour, so I wish I was quicker, but it all comes with practice. I've just been going at it for a little bit, just doing some values. To be honest, I'm a bit scared to actually go into doing the different colors, just because I feel like that's when I'll mess it up. But I'll keep cracking at it and see how I go. Fingers crossed it doesn't turn out too bad. The tips to use the thicker paper seems to be working well. The pencil's definitely gripping better than, say, in my sketchbook, because the sketchbook's much smoother, whereas this one actually, the pencil seems to have better coverage just with that rough texture of the paper. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I haven't pushed really hard. I mean, I can try now. But yeah, that definitely looks much more vibrant than what was coming up in my sketchbook. So back to the voiceover, I was just going at the details slowly. Here I'm working on David's hair. Took a fair while just to make sure that they sort of accurately matched the reference. The reference was pretty pixelated, so had to take some liberties, but it didn't turn out too bad, I don't think, and you'll see later on. So yeah, just going at it and going for the skin tones as well. With the colored pencil set, there wasn't too much variety in skin tones, to be honest. There was like one like Caucasian skin tone, I guess, and then pinks and then a few browns, but it's definitely not the best when coming to skin tone variety. They had a few greens that seemed almost redundant, but enough about the pencils. I thought I'd talk a bit about Schitt's Creek. So I really love the show. It's one of my favorite shows. Probably my favorite, actually. I've watched it like 3 times in the last month just because it helps pick me up a little bit when I'm down. I don't know, I'm just really like the dynamic between the characters. If you haven't watched it yet, I would recommend you give it a try. The show does a really good job with LGBTQ relationships with David and Patrick. Just the accepting way that characters act, and not having an aspect of hate, I guess, in the show against their relationship and just making it every day, which it should be. It should just be every day. I'm really thankful to Dan Levy and Noah Reid for portraying such a realistic relationship on TV, and I would just really recommend the TV show to anyone. So figuring out all the folds in the clothing was really fun. Patrick's shirt in particular, there wasn't a color that really matched it, so it was sort of like a blend of 3 different colors, which was a good way to learn the medium, get a bit of a grip on color theory, I guess. It was definitely rewarding to do this. It turned out much better than I expected it to be honest. I'm very happy with the result. Obviously, it's not hyper realistic, but to be fair, I don't think I have the patience for hyperrealism, and I might give it a go one day, but at this point I'm quite content doing like realistic drawings with cheap Aldi pencils, I guess. I've heard about Prismacolors and just how smooth they are to go down. I've seen videos and they seem to have great coverage, and I'd like to try them one day. But at this point, I'm trying out a whole bunch of different cheaper art supplies. But we'll see what the future brings, I guess. So just a little nitpick before I show you guys the finished product about the pencils. With the black pencil, it basically got sharpened down to a stump because half of the lead just fell out of the pencils. I wasn't expecting Prismacolor quality pencils, but I would assume that they'd be closer to like Crayola pencils, and I don't think that they have the issues that these pencils would have. So with these pencils, they definitely are a bit on the cheaper side. So my little rant over. Here's the finished product. So just a little close up of the details. I think that it's pretty good given the products that I used. Would definitely recommend using a thicker, rougher paper if using cheaper colored pencils. Definitely helped give the artwork a more finished look. And I'm very happy with how it turned out, considering it's not a medium that I use often. I also don't have like a burnisher handy to smooth out the pencil lines, but to be fair, I do like that rough look that does come with pencil marks. It's just something that I prefer from my aesthetic point of view, but obviously that differs from person to person. With the proportions of the characters, I think they look pretty good. Realism is not my specialty, but I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I'd definitely be keen to try out some more artist quality pencils in the future. Other than that, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll have more content for you guys in the future. Thanks.